Show your allegiance, show your loyalty to this nation, Liberia. The flag of Liberia is flying. Show your allegiance, show flesh is for forever. The white on the flesh is for purity. The star is for republic. The blue is for black people. We know Liberia is all. The Declaration of Independence was signed in 1847. 11 nations of people, we are known as First Republic. The Lone Star shining evermore. It's flying on the time. Show your allegiance, show your loyalty to this nation. Liberia. The people who are called on it. My bed, I will rise and heal their nation. Liberia will rise again. Let you do your rising. I prophesy, income will come to your life. Together, let's keep your peace. What's in unity, we will build our nation. Arise, Liberia, arise, arise, and take your place. Whatever others are easy, Liberia.
VP producer.
Freedom, freedom, Liberia. Freedom, freedom, Liberia. It's flying on the time. Show your allegiance, show your loyalty to this nation. Liberia, the flag of Liberia is flying on the time. Show your allegiance, show your loyalty to this nation.
A mind that is stretched by a new experience can never go back to what it was. What a pleasant good afternoon and welcome to the weekend's edition of Bits and Pieces. It promises to be firing this afternoon. The time is 6 minutes down the hour, 2 o'clock. And of course, it's on the 28th days in the month of March, and the year is 2025. Welcome. The name is George. I'm George Way. Pretty well seated to drive it through up to 4. At 4, I take leave of you on the show. Too many things to talk about. There are a lot of issues we'll be talking about this afternoon on the show, Bits and Pieces. Those of you in Bonk listening to 90.7, welcome. 89.7 in Kakata, Maigibi County. 96.7 in Grambasa. 95.7 in Lofa County. I'd like to say good afternoon and welcome. It's good to have all of you listening. What's a composition or what's a lineup for today's discussion? Bishop turned political in Bonk, crowned Mui as political godfather. We'll look at That development coming in from Bond County. Mika Deputy Director Daniel Sando publicly criticizes former President George Weah. What did he say? We'll have some conversation surrounding Daniel's statement at Mika press briefing. Human Rights Commission says 2024 report highlight alarming human rights violation in Liberia. We'll look at that as well. Majority Bloc Speaker Richard Kuhn sued by his wife for allegedly withholding rental income from family. Yeah. And so that's it. Share the live. Those of you just joining us, share the live. As we move on with the show, keep sharing the live. The cash giveaway is on. I'm giving out $20,000. I'm giving out $50,000 and $100,000 as well. The code this afternoon to get money in your wallet is *799 *20 hash. *799 *20 hash. Play with just $200 Liberian dollars. $200 Liberian dollars. And then you win 20,000 or 50,000. *799 *20 hash. Play continuously. Play as many times you can play in order to win for yourself 20,000 or 50,000 Liberian dollars. 3 persons play at least two times quickly. *799 *20 hash. *799 *20 hash. You play with 200 Liberian dollars. You win for yourself 20,000 or 50,000 Liberian dollars. If you're watching the live through our Facebook feed, just share the live. Invite others to join. Leave a comment, and I will do the acknowledgement. I will move on with the show. Keep sharing, and just leave a comment. I will do the live this afternoon on the show as we move on with the show. *799 *20 hash. *799 *20 hash. You play with 200 Liberian dollars. Of course, you win for yourself 20,000 or 50,000 Liberian dollars. It's good to have you wherever you are and how best you go about listening. This is Bits and Pieces. It's on Voice of Liberia every weekday morning. That's afternoon, beginning 2 to 4. And of course, it's good to be here this afternoon on the weekend's presentation of the show. What are the issues? Like I said, too many issues to talk about. Too many things happening in Liberia that we're going to talk about. And what's happening currently? The House of Representatives, our lawmakers, they have some negotiation. There are discussions on the way at the moment. But how is it going? We will update you on the show this afternoon. And so let's take this piece. Keep sharing the live. Those of you watching, just keep sharing the live. Leave a comment. I will do the acknowledgement as we move on with the show. I'm looking for this song. Let me get a Pella song here from Bank. I will take a song here from Bank. I want to get a Pella song that will play right here. Okay, let's take this song. The song is called Goto. It's a wonderful piece. Let's quickly acknowledge those watching. Asata Miller, how you doing? She says, good afternoon, Brother George. I'm watching live from Red Light. Good to be on the show. Elijah K. Colley, good afternoon, sir. Of UL family, I'm watching live from Kakata City, Gibby County. Elijah, welcome. Abraham B. Kruma, I'm following from the Islamic Youth Intellectual Exchange at the Iron Factory community. Emmanuel Lamikone, good afternoon, brother George. I'm following from Chicken Soup Factory, Basel Town. Welcome. Pastor Momo M. Sano, good afternoon, and I'm following live from Pinsville, Dupo. Is it Dupo Road? Okay. Welcome to the show. I keep sharing the live. And Sue Coleman says, I'm following from the Economic Freedom Fighters of Liberia. Mary Tule is watching. She says, good afternoon, brother George. I'm following you from New Georgia Estate. Thanks for the great show. And those of you watching, just leave a comment. I will do the acknowledgement as we move on with the show. Star 799 star 20 hash. Star 799 star 20 hash. You play with $200 Liberian dollars. And of course, you win for yourself 20,000 Liberian dollars. And out of 50,000. So like I said, 3 presidents start to play now. It is about time that you start to play now. Star 799 star 20 hash. The guys at the House of Representatives, they are currently having some negotiation. There are negotiations underway to have this saga of Capitol Hill resolved. And I know somebody listening will be asking, where are we? Don't worry, I will have you informed. And so, the issue of Capitol Hill, the lawmakers, they've started to have some negotiation. And the negotiation that they're currently having, they're finding it a bit difficult to conclude with this entire negotiation. Here is the thing. The majority bloc, they were very fast in giving out committees and, taking committees from people, giving out committees to some of their colleagues in the majority bloc. And so they are having negotiation with the minority bloc to have this entire saga or wulubalu up Capitol Hill to come to an end. But now the guys from the minority bloc, they're putting that some of the committees that were given to, or that were taken from the minority bloc and given to some of their colleagues from the majority bloc, they're putting that those committees should be given back to them. But this is where we are. The executive still want to maintain Richard Kuhn as the Speaker of the House of Representatives by all costs. But you have the legs of Thomas Fowler and the Vice President, including the Senator of Bong, Senator Prince Mui. One of the committees that the guys, they're still looking at it and they don't want to release is the Rules and Order. That Rules and Order committee, it seems to be that it is one of the committee that making money up Capitol Hill. Federal Liberians. Look, the majority bloc chair on Rules and Order, James Colette, he has refused, in fact, to let that committee go. To relinquish, and his power to Marvin Cole. They refused. Few of them that They were appointed by Richard Kuhn. They are refusing now to turn over the committee to those who were elected or legitimately they were appointed by the embattled speaker of the House of Representatives. They're saying they can relinquish the position. They can give it out. So what the minority bloc, those within the minority bloc, what they're saying is that saying you guys, you won't be delaying and you people don't want to agree. If you guys continue to delay and the Supreme Court ruled, and if the Supreme Court ruled within our favor, if the Supreme Court ruled into our favor, we'll call on the armed forces of Liberia to come out. But like I spoke with some of them from the minority bloc, I said, but why you people will be calling out the armed forces to come out? And what are the only thing they will say to you? Because they won't be easy. But again, we are told that the president, anytime this week or next week, will be having some conversation with Richard Nangbe Kun. Because the president don't want to let go the speakership. And he don't want the guys in the House of Representatives to have election. But there are a few others that are close to the president, like the vice president, the likes of Prince Moi, and Thomas Fala. Their problem here is the rules and other committees should not be given back to Marvin Cole. Reason is simple. Moi feels that if Marvin Cole can remain in that position until he sits here as ruled and other chair, he will be strong to the extent that he will fight him with 2029 in bond. So, Moi, he's one of those that getting this thing to where it is today. The legs of Thomas Fala and Vice President Kun. So, but as it stands, they had to have this resolved before the ruling of the court. And my understanding is they're currently on break. So the report we're getting, our sources from the Supreme Court, what they've said to us is that the Supreme Court won't leave them, on that quote-unquote break and ruled. So the latest, the middle of April, the Supreme Court will come out with their ruling. The Supreme Court will come out with their ruling. If the majority bloc, if they continue to delay and the court come out with their ruling, automatically it will be difficult for the minority bloc to have this thing resolved. And if they continue to delay and the Supreme Court come out with her rulings, at the end of the day, Kofa will resign and we'll start to talk about election. But the question here now is, will the president sit and allow the speakership to go from him? Because now the president's interest is Richard Nangbe Kun, and the president is negotiating, he's talking with the minority bloc that he needs the speakership at all cost. So the minority bloc, what they tell the executive is, this is the only way you gave us, you return our committees. Oh yes, that's what the guys are pushing for. That's the negotiation, that's the conversation they're having currently. But like I said, there are a few others, the likes of James Collier. He doesn't want to turn over that position back to Marvin Cole. He doesn't. And the president too want this thing to be resolved. He want to maintain, the speakership. He don't want the guys to have election, because the president himself is in the know that if he sits there and allow the guys to go to an election, automatically Kun will be defeated. Oh yeah, automatically Kun will be defeated. So where we are currently, there's a need for Thomas Fala and Moi, the vice president, to forget about the fight within the House of Representatives. That's the only way the saga of Capitol Hill will be resolved. But Moi continues to fight Marvin Cole. His only focus is Marvin Cole. That's his whole fight. All his fight is Marvin Cole, because he feels that Marvin Cole, if he retain, he will be strong. And Marvin Cole, you are aware, he has earlier declared his intention to be senator of Bonk. And Moi feels that if the man remain in that place, the man will be very strong to go and fight him by 2029. So, but let's see how it plays out. We were informed that the president will very soon be meeting with the majority bloc speaker. They will have some conversations surrounding this same issue. We are told that the Supreme Court will rule. The Supreme Court will rule, but the Supreme Court is timing their return. Yes, the Supreme Court want the guys to return. Once they return, automatically they will rule. So, but let's see how it plays out. We are told they're still having some conversation. The guys are still having some conversation. And so the oil is on Richard Kun at the moment to have this issue resolved. But the thing is, those of the lawmakers that they've made committee chairs, are they willing to relinquish, their position to their colleagues within the minority bloc? Automatically, no. The guys are not willing. Imagine just, I think, for little over 6 months, our man Colette, the little over 6 months that he has served as the chair on rules and order at the House of Representatives, he has been able to purchase good number of trucks that are on traffic on good number of trucks Representative James Colette has been able to purchase. It's been rented. So that committee is giving back to him. It's giving to him much that he gave to the committee. So will James Colette sit at this time and agree? But again, the speaker has the authority. As it stands, the majority bloc speaker has the authority than all of them. But let's see how it plays out. In one of the committees, they're also fighting. They don't want to let go. Is the Committee on Land Mines. The Committee on Lands, Mines, and Energy at the House of Representatives. That's one of the committee. I think the president who was serving that committee, I think that's Imbato Eugene G.M. Cully. Yes, Imbato Eugene G.M. Cully of Bonk District number 5. He was the one on that committee. But again, they brought in another president. And I will get his name. And, you know, that was also uh, that was given that committee to chair the land, mine, and energy. So the negotiation that is currently taking place, the oil is on Richard Nambekun because the president is sitting and watching. You have to ensure that the mandate from the president, the mandate that the president has given you to ensure that that saga is resolved. If you can live up to it, and you sit and allow Thomas Falamoiden, Vice President Kunden, to be fooling you, sit there and let delaying that the Supreme Court ruled. Just sit there and wait that the Supreme Court rule. There where you will see. At the end of the day, you guys will go through an election. And we have election conducted in that house 7 times. Richard Kuhn, you can be speaker. Because there are a lot of your colleagues in the House of Representatives who feels that once the Unity Party is the ruling government, you can have a ruling government and, you know, having speaker at the same time. Automatically, the guys won't agree. Automatically, they won't agree, according to the fact that the Unity Party government is the sitting government, is the ruling government. So to have ruling government, you know, having speaker, the guys will say, oh, this speaker would just be another bag tool, another bag tool to the president. So this is where we are, federal Liberians. But like I said, the oil is on Richard Nambekun. As it stands, Richard Kuhn, they in battle, the quote-unquote majority bloc speaker. He's embarrassed. he don't even know what to do at the moment. He's embarrassed. But they still having some negotiation. Let's see how it plays out. Let's see how it plays out from now to the end of this month. But again, the president, like we got a hint from our source that the president will be meeting with the speaker of the majority bloc, Richard Nambekun. Let's see how the meeting ends with Richard Kuhn anytime soon. And yeah, because this issue, I mean, it has taken much time. It has taken much time. And I think it is about time that the guys can have this issue resolved. Keep playing the cash giver with his own star 799 star 20 hash star 799 star 20 hash. 2 persons play 2 times quickly. Let's acknowledge those of you watching. Quickly, let's acknowledge those of you just join us. See you both. Smile says good afternoon. I'm Besonga, following from Buchanan City, Grand Bassa County. Elijah K. Cully says, who are they negotiating with? Maybe the guys are negotiating with the minority bloc members. Muya Sharif says, good afternoon. I'm following you from Banga, Bon County. Amara Jala Kamara. Are you saying that Speaker Kofa is willing to give the speakership out? Amara, I mean, he doesn't, from what we've gathered, the Speaker Kofa or the embattled Speaker Funati Kofa, he doesn't care no more to be speaker. Yes. He doesn't care. He's in the know that no matter what he do, even if the court rule in his favor, at the end of the day, what next you will hear will be resignation. But the guys, what the minority bloc members say If Kun continue to delay and the Supreme Court rule in their favor, which is the minority bloc, they will not be willing to sit down and go to negotiation. Automatically, they will be talking about an election. So there we are. Asata M. Miller says, Brother George, let Honorable Speaker Kofa leave it. Let the Supreme Court rule. Then let the rebels then say they will not take it. Wow, what you wrote, Asata, is something very long, and I can just go through all. At the moment, Ruben says, good afternoon, Brother George. I'm following you from Kakata City, Maigibi County. Let those guys continue that fight. We are waiting on the Supreme Court ruling. So people don't let good thing. Welcome, fellow Liberians. Keep sharing the live. Those of you watching, continue to share. Leave your comment. I will do the acknowledgement. Avino says, I'm watching from Banga Bon County this afternoon. Jeneton K. Bola. He says, good morning from my end, OTO USA. Following from in peace and peace unto you as well. It's good to have all of you. Keep sharing the live. Continue to drop a comment. I will do the acknowledgement as we move on with the show. So that's it. We move on. Yesterday, I started a discussion here. Dennis T. Gay says, good afternoon. I'm following you from Mount Barclay this afternoon. Dennis Gay says, keep up the good work. Dennis, thank you. Continue to share the live, gentlemen. Invite others to join the live this afternoon on the show. Let's move on. Yesterday, I started to talk about this report from Bon County. And I will conclude with this thing today. And I will go back to Bon. I will conclude on it today. I will go to Bon. Fellow Liberians, I will conclude on it today, but I will be in Bon. And I know the mission for which I will go, I will be the Bon. So let's move on, fellow Liberians. The issue of this bishop who have turned political in Bon at the end result, he has crowned Senator Mui as the political godfather of Bon County. And his name is Bishop Minikon Nipa. He's the bishop of a church in Banga that is called the Dominion Church. It is called, or is referred to as the Dominion Church. And yesterday I was here and I said it. Look, people should stop mixing things out. The last time I checked, and I started to do some investigation about this man of God, or this clergyman, he's one person who has always supported Senator Mui. And I've said, continuously I've said, and I've thought that why should a man of God get himself involved into political activities? Nowadays in Liberia, clergymen, why should they be heavily involved into political activities? I think the clergymen in that church will have to sit with their bishop and have some conversation with him. And please, I don't want you guys to call me no longer from Bonk. I don't want any of you to call me no longer from Bonk. You are someone that members of the church, they see you to be their role model. But when you get yourself involved into too much political activities for little of nothing, at the end of the day, even the politician that you will invite to your church and you crown them, you take the entire county title and just place it on that individual head. Probably because your church is incompleted and you got family bread and other thing. So you just call one politician and say, oh, you are the godfather of Bond County. I think this is wrong. I think this is wrong. And Bishop Minikon Nipan, you need to understand that what you did is wrong. And you need to apologize to the people of the county. You cannot do that. You cannot do that. You are a man of God, you are a bishop. What you should be doing is to focus to the gospel and continue to preach the message to the people. The word of God is your overall objective is to preach the words of God to the people. Why get yourself involved heavily into political deals, into the political things, and allowing yourself to go low for little of nothing? And I think that is wrong. And I'm calling his name. He's Bishop Minikon Nipan. Bishop, he needs to desist from the political activities and focus to the church and focus to the gospel. My understanding is the Bond County and Christian Association, they've distanced themselves from what you did. So you see how they've made you to be. You see how you've made yourself to be in fight. Why will a clergyman get himself involved into too much political activities? Do you even know who a godfather is? That title godfather. Do you know who a godfather is or who is to be a godfather? What yardstick that you use to determine that Moe is a godfather of the county? What's the record of Senator Moe that you will sit there and place your integrity into a black plastic bag and say Senator Moe is a godfather of the county? I'm calling on you, Bishop Minikon Nipan, to desist from political activities. He needs to desist from political activities. You need to desist from political activities. I'm talking to the bishop, the Dominion Church, Minikon Nipan. He needs to do that. And in fact, you have to also apologize to the people of the county for what you did. He needs to do that. You need to apologize. Why would a pastor, a bishop like you, sit and go that low? Why you allow yourself to go that low? Why? And let me say this. I would like to talk to specifically before I move on to the next talking point. I would like to advise some of our brothers that they see the politicians to be they are, I don't know how to term it. They are only means of getting living, of getting something on the table to eat. You need to understand that there are other means. You make farm, you plant your pepper. At the end of the day, you can go and harvest your pepper. You sell it, you get money to eat. You can go and you can brush somebody's farm, or you can brush somebody's yard. At the end of the day, they will give you something small. You will find something to eat. How much dollars these politicians will give you? How much dollars? Sometimes you're in very good number. You look at over 100 persons. Then you give them 50,000 Liberian dollars, 25,000. That's what the politicians normally do. How much dollars each of them will take home? Each of you will take home at the end of the day. I'm advising the young people to stop what they're doing. The reason you see I'm advising young people, it is because of what is happening currently in Bon County. That involves one of my bigger brothers. I started knowing this fellow from a very long period of time. And he has worked for almost all of the politicians in Bonk. He has worked for almost all of the politicians, past leaders, current leaders in Bonk. And others, they refer to him all kind of names. For me, I don't want to, I don't want to refer to him that way, because I can't remember a time or a day where he went to court and he was named the way people refer to him. But this is a big brother that he worked for Marvin Cole, represented Marvin Cole of Bon County. And I don't know what went wrong. And I saw him on, I think that was Front Page Africa. And he started to say some things, negative ones about Marvin Cole. And I got shocked. And that's one of the major reasons I'm advising us young people. And it was shocking to know that in that interview, he said too many things about Marvin Cole. And at the end of the day, he referred to Marvin Cole as, he referred to Moy as the godfather of Bonk. And when he was asked to outline 10 reasons, he told the journalist that he was going to outline 50. But he could not even outline 3. But now listen. There's an audio in my possession. I will play on the show. Don't worry. That same young guy, that same man was insulted by Senator Moy. He was referred to, you listen to the audio. Because I know there are other listening will say, oh, you're lying, you're saying that, you're saying this. But we don't just say things because we want to say it. Fellow Liberians. Young people, those of you that are behind the politicians, you have to be careful with yourself. You don't know some of the things the guys go behind the what they do. You don't know what the guys can do. When they come to you, they make the thing look like they're not friendly, they're not cool. But the guys are very cool. They do things that Sometimes when you even see them, you are shocked. Or you feel the way the guys can present themselves when they go to a various contest, that's how they be. No, they are cool. And this young man is referring to this same way that he once supported. He was in his office and he had some issue. He left. He worked for former Representative George Moba. He left. He worked for former Senator Henry Yala. He left. He went over to Mavico. He left. And he's again going back to this way. I will call his name. But those of you from Bon County that are listening to the show this afternoon, you already know who I'm talking about. And I think he needs to change. Honestly, this big brother needs to change. I will call his name. He needs to change. Look, when you are living as a young man and you have a character that even those that you ban, they don't respect you. They don't see you as someone important. Then you have to be careful. Then you have to be careful. And I will play this recording. You know how I'll play this audio? I want to say to Ase Horo that the more you go into, he doesn't see you as someone serious. Moe doesn't see you as someone serious at all. Oh, but you don't know Moe insulted you? You don't know that? Welcome. This is Biz and Pieces. It's on Voice of Liberia, 104.1 in Monrovia, 90.7 in Bangabong County, 89.7 in Kakata, Maigibi County, 96.7 in Grand Basso, Buchanan City, and 95.7 in Lofa. We'd like to say welcome if you're just tuning in. The cash giveaway is on. I'm giving out $20,000 and $50,000 Liberian dollars on the show this afternoon. And so all you need to do is to play continuously, play as many times you can play in order to win for yourself 50,000 or 20,000 Liberian dollars. Star 799 star 20 hash. Star 799 star 20 hash. I will take that audio. I will bring you that audio on the show right now. I will play it right now. And then we will talk a little bit, or we'll take a few calls. After the audio, we'll take a few calls, and then we'll come back. We'll talk about some of the issues trending in our country. So let me bring you this audio. Though I'm playing it because, or specifically, I'm not playing it. Let me say this. I'm not playing it, baby, because it is as a holder today. But even those of you that behind the people, you jump from the other president to the other president. The guys, they friendly. The lawmakers, they friendly. But when they around you, they make it to look that they're not friendly or they're not cool. They're very, very cool. Yeah. They are very cool. So be careful. Star 799 star 20 hash. Star 799 star 20 hash. Is the code to play $200. It gave you 20,000 or 50,000 Liberian dollars. Avino says, I'm watching from Bangabong County this afternoon. Geneton, okay, I think I read that comment earlier. John Harris says, thanks so much for your show. Peter one day, good afternoon, George. I'm following you from Crown Hill community. Stanley Sharif says, good afternoon, brother. I'm Stanley Sharif watching from Broadville. Thanks for the update. Amos Harris says, I'm following you from Bond County. Some church members, they've distanced themselves from the bishop's statement. That's it. Keep sharing the live. Leave a comment. I will do the acknowledgement. And keep sharing the live. Leave your comment. I will do the acknowledgement. The cash giveaway is on star 799 star 799, that's 20 hash, star 799 star 20 hash. Let's go for the audio. Welcome, man. Let's go. Okay, let's get it right here for you. Let's go.
You see, y'all, you know what I would tell you put young people coming off the chest, y'all jump into things that you don't know about, and you think that one person will help you all forever. And that's a bad way. Somebody come out like that. So it look right to 30 me in my inbox and with messages that he Arab man, he Arab blood, he can do anything, this and that. And why me in the country I just sit down because he supported me. If you hear, why you asking I have done that? Then you jump on with all funny or what have you. You jump on and take out the social media to support it. You see how you
You listen to him? You listen to the senator? Is it how you guys are letting yourself down? Let's move on.
what have you. You jump on and take out the social media to support it. You see how you letting yourself down? But you completely stupid. And I would look like what have you. Oh, you don't even ask what have you, why you're going to so you can pull up.
He's asking Azzy, hold up, as to whether Azzy will get law, Azzy will get good law. Oh, the man wants to swear the man. Oh, my man, you want to swear the man? Senator Moy wants to swear the man. Yeah, let's go, man.
So you can pull up. I just spend my money educating you and help you along the way. But they don't get a reward. No, it's something bad.
He's the one telling the senator, oh, senator, I don't say nothing about that proposal. I don't say nothing about that proposal. See how this young man has made himself. And you still going back to the kind of man, the kind of man who have referred to you in such form and manner. Fellow Liberians. It will end. It will end. The audio will end. Then you still going back after you left from that man. You just from one place to another, and you're going back to the same man. Fellow Liberians. Let's go.
These social media, they're not there. And that's the worst mistake I can make.
And let me say this. I think the senator, he's being arrogant. And no other way to place it. The senator is being arrogant and very rude. You don't, as a leader, you don't just say these things. Listen to the way he's addressing the man. But again, the way the guys too can present themselves now. The way the guys can present themselves. Listen.
That's the worst mistake you can make in your life. Because somebody go foolish and get my phone, you know, son. Isn't that the feedback? So I my life and my property and all this. Do that. You can do that foolish because somebody didn't ask me, join the conclusion. I'm complete foolish now, you know. sense.
The senator that go, you go. But the same man calling you Godfather today, oh. The same man that you insulted, the same man that you refer to as, whoever. This is the same man calling you Godfather. This is the same man. You see, when people, especially young people, when we less busy, we not get nothing doing, we see the politician as the only way of life. We place our belly in the black plastic and behind these people. That's what we get. So let's end it. Let's end it.
So fully.
Mm. They said, let's see. The person working on carry up.
Foolishness, man.
That's the senator of Bon County, Prince Mui. So you see, you listen to him. We'll take few calls. And then we don't have guests. Don't worry. We'll give you the time. We'll have the discussion. And then we'll talk a bit about the human rights report. We'll have some conversation around that. And then we'll come right back. We'll take our final batch of calls this afternoon on the show. This is Bitz and Pieces. This is on Voice of Liberia, 104.1 in Monrovia, 90.7 in Bangui, 89.7 in Kakata, Maigibi County, 96.7 in Basso, and 95.7 in Lofa County. Welcome to the show. The name is George. I'm George Wei, and I'm here up to 4 o'clock. I pack my bags and take leave of you. Stanley Sharif says GMB will go down in history as one of the most corrupt and no, I don't want to use that word, government ever in the history of Mama Liberia. Brabi Mba says, good afternoon, George Way, and cherished listeners of Voice of Liberia, of you here. I'm following live from Bush House, Lemon River. J. Abi Lao says, good afternoon, George. I'm J. Abi Lao, and I'm watching from Botota, that's Bauta, Bon County. Welcome, guys, and let's take few calls now, and then we move on. Let's go. Welcome. What's the name from where you call?
Yeah, George, how you doing, my George?
Welcome. What's the name?
This is David King, and I join you from Smell Hotel.
David, go ahead.
Yeah, you listen that there. See, both of them, they are very much evil. That brother is evil, and most should know where he came from. So now he's looking down on young people. The very young people are carrying up there. He get in and say, God, beat you later character. Yeah, the book our old character. It's not bad. That old character they carry is the same character that made you representative for representative senator today. So if today you will look down on it, and let me make way to understand. You are not Godfather, and your downfall is about to come. Because I can see that he's drunk now with power. Power making him drunk. So now, we will not see himself over there. So you shouldn't see that few corrupt pastors will carry him somewhere and get him confront to a point. In fact, we don't have Godfather in that country. I can see it.
Okay.
Nobody there called Godfather. So if those corrupt pastors will put ourselves together because he's getting one boss, so they can come and make his Godfather. Okay, they don't have Godfather. Pretty much should be complicit of that. It shouldn't be passing around, oh, how they did on number. No.
Okay.
The people are the people of that country, not you.
Okay, dude. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let's get another person on the line. Welcome to the show. Good afternoon. What's your name?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name from where you call?
Miss Mo.
You said what's your name? Wow, you coming in broken. Just shake up a little bit and read our number, please. Yeah, please do that. Let's get another person on the line. Welcome. Good afternoon. What's your name?
Yeah, welcome, Brother John.
I'm okay. What's your name, sir? From where you join us?
Yeah, this is Brother Samuel have started doing for perspective this afternoon in Zimbabwe.
Go ahead. Let's hear you.
The boy who has no friend but maybe Papa God is friend. You know, Brother John, that's what the scripture says, Brother John. The Bible says, God said, he said, on that day, I will even refer to the man of God. Someone will say, oh, Papa God, but I cast evil in your name, and you will take care for him and people and say, I don't know you. You are doing it for Prince Mary. How would men of God look at Prince Mary and just Prince Mary? Why somebody keep saying that we are done for the people of one country? Well, no God Father in that country, Brother George. So that men of God start deceiving and say, you know, those are the men of God who always in the country have to send chicken to their members, sending holy water to their members. But Brother George, the Bible says, any evil a man does, he will live after them. So let me tell that men of God, thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you. Let's get another person. Welcome to the show. What's your name?
Hello,
Hello, welcome. What's your name?
I'm JD Tony calling from Kawa.
From Kawa. Let's hear you.
Yeah, my only concern is that the dragging of that court process. That what they want to do, they want to turn power over to that ridiculous. That what the court just delaying that process. No one they want to do the ruling, but they just dragging it within that process, and then the other people maybe they will start along with them now.
Yeah, they're negotiating. The guys are having conversation with the minority bloc.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what's happening. Well, thank you. Let's take another person. Welcome. What's your name?
Good afternoon, George, and good afternoon to the people of Liberia. The name remains Emmanuel Papa Ikaspaki. Come on, Mr. Property from Banga City.
Hey, Bon County, my man, how you doing there in Banga?
George, by the grace of God, we are fine, but him only speaking like for my community, we're not too fine because one of the potential young men who trying to contribute to the level who are the people of Liberia, Bon County alive, we just lost him in person or Sonny Hayes, or how be it, that is a life.
Yeah, hey, he used to be a very good big brother of mine from,
Yeah,
I think,
sure.
the CB Dumba, huh?
Yeah, surely.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
My condolences. Go ahead, let's hear you.
Yeah, but quickly, for me, I don't want to waste my time on the action or the resignation as a whole because for one part of young men who think on your future, look, if we decide to sell our bread right because of little thing today, sometimes you see that today you want to live a luxurious life, but you not think on your children's future that high can be. But how will be it? The main concern here is how to do it or transform rebel, transform terror that consider themselves to be a man of God today in Liberia.
No, you don't say that. They're not killer. I don't want you. No, don't say that.
George, every decision of me, I am not on it. I'm responsible for anything that I make.
Please,
let me tell you to this, George.
Don't refer to the bitch as killer, my member.
Yeah, no problem, but George, they know themselves. Look, let me tell you, in Liberia, even in the world, it is now a bishop or pastor position to get someone called political godfather position in the Republic of Liberia or any other country. So people who consider themselves to be a pastor, I think you should get in the street to preach the gospel to people to change their life and come to Jesus Christ. But instead of you leaving the pulpit and then going to the political game, and people who consider to be a corrupt individual, people who consider to be a confusion lesson, and you pastor leaving the pulpit and waiting a position on it to say you are a political godfather for a so county, I think you want to sell your bread right. But what we want to say is all those pastors who happy, those who they stand to preach before them, they leave their church or they report the pastor and take a different thing because the entire area not be careful. They will sell their prayer. Thank you for informing the point.
Thank you. Let's get another person. Welcome to the show. What's your name? Hello.
Good afternoon, my dear brother, Mr. John Way.
I'm okay. Who there? Go ahead. Is it Mark?
Yeah, Mark Bemelin calling from Buchanan Presidency, one of Bon County family.
My man, I'll be in Baswell in a few days. Don't worry. Go ahead.
Yesterday night, your man Rafa and I want to get with you, brother.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you for your program this afternoon, your talk show. So let me tell you, Josh, some people feel that Bon County for day alone. For the little children then that were just born after us, they feel that they are the only person that own Bon County, like Primo. Primo is not only Bon County. Let me not lie to anybody. Primo is a great disgrace to Bon County. Georgie, Prince Chamumo is a big disgrace.
Why you think Senator Moy is a disgrace?
Okay, one, Prince Chamumo is started unifiers. 2, has slept on country. 3, Primo is not here in one of the development in this country, in one country.
Okay.
Not.
Okay.
What I'm saying. So it's a big disgrace. That was what I want to see. I can love I say, look at it. Why you people just like a short war.
Hey, thank you. Thank you, Mark. Yeah, thank you.
If someone from the foreign will not get feeling for the state, let me not lie to you. And someone from the foreign will not get love for the state. People will not care for us in one country. People, every criminal in the country, people here, Mr. John Way.
Okay, thank you.
Every party in the country. Let me not lie to you. We shouldn't be missing our word. We want the better of one country. We want one country. Every 1 year put here for our country.
Okay.
Thank you very much for your thoughts this afternoon.
Thank you. Let's get this person on the line. Welcome. Hello. What's your name? From where you call?
Good afternoon, Georgie. My name is Toga George. I do join for electoral edition of Bon County.
Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Thank you, my brother. Georgie, you see what I've been in now? I just listen to you just now. This Kule or this Kule Punati Kofa. For Kule in hot water and also Punati Kwame or Richard Kun in hot water. Richard Kun and this Kule in hot water. Because right now, Kule have made a lot of promises here that you know because you own the rules of Allah, you want to help more people in this country. But my brother, let's watch and see. What are the promises this Kule are making in this district? What are you be able to fulfill his promise? We're watching him. We want to take that position or we will multiple positions to be in pocket. So he will last it over like what he did in the past in doing a by election. That's what I want to do. So let's get to Adeola issue. You see, Adeola is my speaker brother. But what Adeola did is what I not correct. You can say working on Josiah Marico, even when you have resigned. Resigning, how to say a letter of resignation. He said no letter. But you go on radio, you know, tell you that you have resigned from Josiah Marico, you know, office. You see, or some other person, or somebody who graduated from high school university, they can do that. Say a letter, then when the letter now. You found out
the many resign?
You ask, what's the name say, Eldorado. Eldorado tell you, you know, other letter.
But again, a political thing. Again, a political thing, a political arrangement in it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's get another pressing on the line. Hello, welcome. Hello. Yeah, welcome. What's your name?
Yeah, this is Magafra Chairman calling from Bangapongton.
Magafra, go ahead. You're live on the show, Bits and Pieces. Let's hear you.
Thank you very much. You know, the Pastor Minicom, Bishop, so-called Bishop Minicom. You people like that pastor bent without framework for day one. And instead of him with the level.
Hello? Kola, are you there? Okay, we'll get another person here on the line. Welcome. What's your name?
Yeah, good afternoon, George. I'm Peter David Castle. I call for another street like in Roger Johnsonville.
Peter, go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you for the fascinating discussion. So I want you to speak on the issue of the court process and the saga at the House of Legislature.
Let's hear you.
You see, yeah, and I found that hearing on this gun time, I think we do not need a rocket scientist to clearly articulate or to tell us and that the ruling is going to be done in favor of the rule of law. You know, this country is a democratic society, not an anarchical society. So no individual is going to circumvent the law. We all can read the law, and the law is being written down clearly in the books, so we can read and understand. So the ruling is going to be done in favor of the law. And my message to Honorable J. Fonatikofa is I heard better people talking about, oh, you will resign. I say, Fonatikofa is not going to resign. And he has a backup from the rule of law caucus. They are very much firm in their decision. This man, no matter how the ruling goes, J. Fanatico for remain the Speaker of the House of Legislature up to 2029. If there's any vaccination, I think just like Yamabwaka should take the lead. He should be the first person to resign because he's the one that he has performed testimony and he has proven a gross incompetency to the Liberian people.
Thank you.
To power.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. 0773-419502. Those of you in Maserado, 0773-419502. 0773-419502. Those of you in the counties, if you're in Bong, you're in Basso, you're in Lofa, wherever you are, and you want to phone in, we can take you on 0773-978564. 0773-978564. Let's get this pressing on. Hello, welcome.
George.
Hello, welcome. What's your name?
Yeah, George, you see, the litigation process.
What's your name, please?
Is ongoing at the, this is David King.
Yeah, okay, David, go ahead.
The litigation process is ongoing between the House members. I think what is bringing delay is because of Nambe Kun. You know, he purported himself to be speaker. And right now, they are not negotiating with Fonanti, but Fonanti will not succumb to anybody. If Fonanti were doing that, then long said we're done with that thing here. But Fonanti will not do it. From what we heard from the justices and the Chief Justice, I have never heard the Chief Justice speaking the way she spoke. And we really need to pressure the government to beef up the people's security because we know the people. Yesterday, they burned the capital building. They started accusing people. Today, he said they brought people for investigation. And as he said then, there are not being any report published to the public to make us to know what happened. Similarly, with what happened with the DEA. You know, Fadiga name was suspended. They said investigation report came out on her. They were dismissed. Now, it will not happen with us.
Okay.
The thing that led to that fire, they must be able to tell us what led to the fire. Because people can be the constant habit of destroying state infrastructure. I can remember 2006, the people burned down the executive mansion. And they did not renovate it until President Wilson and renovated it and moved there and furnished it. Now, Joseph Wanga have come and burned the Capitol building. And when he sat there, calling people hooligan when he know he has a hooligan bred within a closet and you don't want to tell people what's going on. Joseph Wanga bringing Idi Amin style of leadership to our country. And George, you kind of sitting and not see anything.
Dave, thank you.
Yeah. Joseph Wanga got anything going to adopt people from the home and carry them and torture them, making them to lie on other people.
Dave, thank you. Let's get another person here on the show. Welcome. What's the name from where you join us?
Thomas, you were calling from Kirisburg.
Kirisburg, go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah, I just like to talk on the issue of the Godfather. Godfather is not made. Godfather is not confirmed. Godfather is automatic. When you hear many people calling me Prince Johnny Godfather, it is all because of the work he did for them. And he fought for them. That's why I bring about Godfather. Then you discussing Prince Mo, Godfather, or somebody confirm. The thing is that probably where you going to confirm what they call somebody as a pastor, it's not so. So thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, J. Abilewa. He writes, good afternoon, George. I'm J. Abilewa watching from Bauta in Bond County. 0773-419-502, 0773-419-502. Those of you in the county, 0773-978-564 are the numbers. Let's go. Welcome. What's your name?
Yeah, I mean, tell me.
Oh,
once again, because I went other
yeah. My girlfriend, conclude. Make your point. Let's hear you.
Yeah. Okay. You know, as I was saying, the pastor disgraced a French member because these are the people that confusing the religions and then even misinterpreting the Bible. So it makes more people just sitting down looking at them. I mean, looking at the churches, going that kind of way. But these are the people God for him. They take, bring Moy, Senator Moy to be their God. Their God, even a God that made to worship, Senator Moy will be standing like this. His statue will be standing like this in the church. That man will worship him, and he will make the follower to worship that idol. Senator Moy, idol in the church. That's how that man look like. You know, coming to access order. You know, these young boys confusing themselves, especially for him, he confusing himself. Because in life, you don't go this way, you don't go that way, and for little or nothing. If you leaving somebody, leave him, in silence. Can leave royal resignation, you leave, you go sit there. When you go to the next end, people will say, oh, look, well, why to ask the question, why you left that guy and say, no, I just decided not to be part of that camp. But you will be here, you destroy the place, and when you leave, you go on air, you damage the reputation of that other leader. Then from there again tomorrow you living out.
The person he's going to, just imagine the way the man is dressing. Just listen to what the man was telling him.
See that? So that kind of man again you tell it to go, or because he want to know the bad something. Encourage you to carry bad news. To him again, so that tomorrow Premier Eben can put it on air.
No, I know what you call radio. I know what you call radio station in TV.
That he ready followers so that they can carry on around. The community in Bon County.
Thank you. Let's get another person. Thank you. Hello, welcome. What's your name?
Good afternoon, George.
Good afternoon. What's your name? For where you joined the show?
Thank you. This is Quavo William Covey, and I joined this conversation from District 3.
Go ahead.
Let me use the medium to appreciate those men of God in Bon County who gathered themselves together and see a prudent and needful to endorse Prince Kamamui as the political leader for Bon County. The record is clear. Prince Kamamui in Bon County is the only leader that have won election 3 times. 2-time representative, 1-time senator. Nobody has set that record. So I think it is based upon that background that the men of God see is and say, look, we need to gather ourselves together. It is not one man of God. It is not 2, but there are so many churches. We need to gather ourselves together to tell the young man, thank you for exemplifying leadership. Because if people say you are not doing anything, how you don't do anything, you 2011. 2017, they really tell you. That 2020, they promoted you. They took you from representative to a senator, they promoted you. Some of them not doing anything, they will keep promoting you and keep electing you. I think it's laughable.
Hello.
So I say, thank you.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Who is a godfather?
Who is a godfather?
I'm asking you.
They're saying that the man is the political godfather.
Hello. Who is a godfather?
A godfather that has control over his people and loved by his people.
He's a godfather.
Oh, yes. And Primo is loved by the people of Bon County. This 2023 election, Primo was the only person from the Unity Party that facing the prominent leader in Bon County that makes no party to go next to it. We see that in Bon County.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your point. Thank you. Thank you so much. Let's get this person on the line. Welcome. What's your name? Hello? I'm okay. What's your name? From where you joined the show?
This is Teresa.
You said? Oh my word. Hope we can get at least 2 or 3 calls, and then we transition to our next talking point. We will talk about the Human Rights Commission report. Yes, we'll have some conversation around that report, and then we'll take our final batch of calls, and then we wrap it on the show. Star 799 star 20 hash. One person play 2 times, and let the other person, that one person play 1 time. It is 3 entry that I need to give out 50,000. Star 799 star 20 hash. Star 799 star 20 hash. Play with 200, and then you win 50,000 or 20,000. But for now, I want to do the 50,000 draw in the next 8 minutes. 3:30, I will do the draw. So let's take few calls. And 3:30 we'll do the draw, and then we move on over our next talking point, and we'll take our final batch of calls. And 4 we come back and do more draws. Star 799 star 20 hash. Star 799 star 20 hash. 0773 419502 0773 419502 0773 419502. Or those of you in the counter, 0773 978564 0773 978564. Hello, welcome. Hello. Hello, welcome. What's your name?
I'm Dover, calling you from Ghana's day afternoon.
Go ahead, sir. Let's hear you.
Okay, so that's great. I just want to acknowledge the fact that we are citizens of the noble country, the intelligent minds of our lawmakers. So I'm just calmly asking the two speakers to do the right thing.
Okay.
Let us forget about the past and let Speaker Kofa take his position and of our country to be governed in the right situation. Now, when it continues this up to 2029, that effect on the citizens.
Okay.
It has great parts to place on the citizens, the lives of us as normal people. So we are begging them to go to resolution, resolve their issues, and let the country move ahead.
All right. Thank you.
Being a spiritual God, being a God fighter, probably in that country they might consider it as mankind. So when they talk about being a political God fighter, and then they are talking about the love, the unity that Prince Moyi have done for them, that inspired them up to years upon years or decades now.
Hello, you here from Bong?
He has governed the country. No, I'm not from Bong. I'm from Austin Rider.
Oh, okay, okay. I wanted to ask you, but it's okay. Let's get another person. Welcome. What's your name?
That means this to Peru. Don't know anything about one country politics. Primo is that the only person that have won election 3 times in one country. Senator, former Senator Joe Howard Taylor, and then former Vice President Joe Howard Taylor she's the first lady to ever become senator 2 times and vice president 1 time. So let our record be clear. Primo is not the only person. In fact, he has now become vice president. Joe Howard Taylor is the most senior president of that country when it comes to leadership because she has sat in the most second powerful seat in the country.
My man, I think you've provided a many education already. Let me take another person here. Let's try to get another person quickly, and then we move on. The cash giveaway is on star 799 star 20 hash. Star 799 star 20 hash. Hello, welcome. What's your name?
Yeah, welcome, sir.
Welcome. What's your name? I'm okay. Go ahead.
Thank you. The prayer is when a grave, when Superman grave, we made a prayer for the Copa of Bongade. For me, I don't identify. The reason is, you people do. I don't get maybe I go back. I did a TLR and the offer is here. I also never get a card on the case. So come and look for you. But so I just say, Kono, and let me pay a prayer. You find a guy where you go there. But if you know, if you know the record of the company, we are a film for yellow way. Why you did all there? And why the Mola,
Hello. You from Yenewa?
For yellow one, you know what you call it? Yellow one or Kathy, I'm the one, the Kaji, so I'm the one. I pop out of the
Oh, okay, all right. Go ahead.
Lama only that will prove about because keep out of it. I was like, okay, I believe I come here. You go there, you know what, the ever the left way, the left of boy, the other no one there. All that big everything, the 4 forward that I saw there for where I saw you devoted time. Simply water for after night. He got one hand by you know what time is that. That's why I just wanted to call line. So you got a main on the put on the mail cause you part of the mail cause you just here to be taking for shaking.
So I can follow me. I tell you what, I didn't want the one that somebody came back. When coming, you stand there too because the money and food in. So people are careful. Don't get it. Not coming. That's it. I'm not about it, but when I come in, we'll see. Right? They came on. Let's keep paying. Anyway, I forgot on the discussion, George.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. We can take only a call. We can take only a call now, and then we will take a very short musical break on the show. We'll take a call. We'll take a very short musical break so that I will get a cup of water. I want to get something to um, to clean the throat a bit, and then we'll come back. We'll talk a bit about uh, the 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 deputy director of the I know the MICAT press briefing or whatever, Daniel Sando. I listened to that young man, and yes, but let's take a call. Let's get a call coming in quickly. 0773419502, 0773419502. Those of you in the county, 0773978564. Are the numbers that put your voices through this afternoon on the show. Welcome. And wherever you are, how best you go about listening. This is Bits and Pieces. It's on Voice of Liberia. And let me say hats up to the veteran Jala Griffey. Jala will be here Monday in full swing. Jala and I will be here Monday in full swing, fresh and ready. So let's get a song here. Let's get this song. The cash giveaway. I think one person now can play 2 times quickly. Then we'll do the Joe give out 50,000 quickly. Let's get this song going. Richie and Topa. The song is called Goto. It's done in the Kwela Vanaglo. Wonderful piece of music. Welcome. Some Bits and Pieces right here on Voice of Liberia. And of course, let's take down the song. Let's take down the song and move on. This cash giveaway is on is running star 799 star 20 hash star 799 star 20 hash. Quickly to have you informed, the wife of majority block speaker Richard Nangbekun has filed a petition for proper accounting against her husband. Accusing him of neglecting to provide her with information about income from their rental properties. What are the properties? These properties are located in the Unity Conference Central Hotel Africa Road community. The petitioner, Madam Angeline Mamin Wolokun, claims that while an estimated income of $5,110 was reported in 2007, she has had no updates on the income over the past 19 years. She alleges that her husband has not been transparent about the financial details in her petition. Madam Kun says they have been married for 25 years and jointly acquired the property in 2004. They they built five duplexes on the land in 2005, providing 10 rental apartments. She claims they agreed in 2007 to rent the apartment for income, but her husband has since excluded her from the property's management. Madam Kuhn also accuses Speaker Kuhn, that's Madam Kuhn also accuses Majority Bloc Speaker Kuhn for failing to properly maintain the apartments and managing everything without consulting her. She says tenants occupy the apartment without her knowledge. The Commercial Court of Mosserato County has summoned the Majority Bloc Speaker Kuhn to appear on Tuesday, April 1, to respond to the default, that's to the petition. Failure to appear could result in a default judgment against him. Wow, it's shocking. The report is shocking. Someone said, this is Kofi Bunda. He says, good afternoon, viewer. I'm watching from my comfort zone in Camp Johnson Road. That's from Camp Johnson Road. Welcome. Guys, continue to share the live. The cash giveaway is on. Continue to play star 799 star 20 hash. One person play 2 times quickly. And I'm waiting you to do it quickly. Let me do the draw. Yeah, honestly, I want to do the draw quickly right now. So you got to hit it. Star 799 star 20 hash. Play with $200 Liberian dollars. And of course, you win for yourself 20,000 or 50,000 Liberian dollars. So that's it. The wife of the Speaker of the Majority Bloc, Richard Nangbe Kuhn, has sued Richard Kuhn. You listen to the report. That's what happening. So Marco Sao just joined. He said, good afternoon. I'm following from Kakata, Maigibi County. And so the wife of the Speaker of the Majority Bloc has sued him for refusing to give account of the properties that they both acquired some years back. So that's it. You get it for yourself. I don't want to get myself too much involved into that affirmating a personal thing, please. So let's move on. I listened to John Dakinan says, good afternoon, VOL. I'm John D. Dakinan. I'm following from Bangabong County. John, welcome. Good afternoon. How you doing? Continue to share the live, guys. Let's move on. I listened to the deputy director at Mika, Daniel Sando, one Daniel Sando. And during the Mika press briefing, I think that was yesterday. And Daniel made some statements. And he said too many things. And I think it's very important that we look at some of the things he said. Look, fellow Liberians, the thing is clear. The thing here is clear. I think Daniel and few others, they been misled. Daniel Sando, who is the deputy director of Minka, they've been misled. And I think he's going out of order. And this young man needs to get himself positioned well. always time you listen to Daniel, Daniel is always arrogant. He's always rude, and he makes statement as if to say he takes something else. And while watching that video yesterday, I saw the guy sweating. And I think I will do some follow-up to see whether this young brother, he takes in something else. And those of you that are close to D, you guys should be telling him sometimes when he takes something else, he should not go on the platform. Mikad is a very big platform. And I think that platform is intended to update Liberians about happening, specifically about the government. But this is not the first time Daniel go to that platform uninformed, and he just go and just say things disorderly. He just say things because I don't know, he feels because he's in government or whatever. Look, even if you're in government and you're making whatever you make, does it in any way mean that you should be very rude on the former president? Or does it even mean that you should be rude on any of the representatives? On any of the lawmakers? Because you're in government? Like I said again, I think D is going out of order. But sometimes you can't blame him. Because this government has failed and D, they don't know what to say to the people of the country whenever he appears on that platform. His lack of words. And that's why you every time you will hear him, he will misbehave. He will act rude. Daniel should have it at the back of his mind that he's still a young man. You need to protect your character. You should have it at the back of your mind that you still got age in your favor. You got more opportunities ahead. You were appointed by the president. You were given a task to perform. You need to perform the task and not by insulting others. Like I've said, there are a few others in this Unity Party government that they also doing well. Oh yes, they're doing well. I think Mo is one of those, and just one or two of them. They're stepping up their games. I followed D. There were too many things inside. I won't quote him. I won't quote some of the things inside. But I only thought to come and let D to understand that he should not mind the little thing he's getting today, and he plays his integrity or his moral in the black plastic bag and want to turn it over to Joseph Walker. You cannot be such a young man and you be very disrespectful to former president. For heaven's sake, the two of you are not crowd. You people are not crowd. It's far better than you. I'm not even talking about some of his supporters. They far better than you. I think whenever you appear on that platform, be telling the Liberian people what they say the government has done. What's the achievement? What has the government been able to do over the period of time? What do we expect as a country? Yesterday I was reading. I saw certain thing is on Facebook. It has taken over the entire social media. That the president just purchased I know a vehicle that costs is it 106,000 plus US dollars. I said, wow. Imagine when the president said that even if he's president, it costs for him to ride rebar to go to work, he would do it. But none of the one car that been rallying now is the car that been purchased, not joke. So if Daniel Sando then appear on Minga, they should be telling Liberians what the government has been able to do. And not to be very insultive. Every time you appear, you insult former president. You see him to be, I don't know, you see him to be your crowd. Besides former president, we need to learn how to respect past leaders. You need to learn how to respect past leaders. You don't hear your officials insulting past leaders in your own government. Too many of them, you don't hear them insulting former president. Oh yeah. But I don't know why Daniel will continue to go the route he's going. Politics is not about insult. Politics is not about insult. But the guy always insult the former president. He's a leader, though he's a former president, but he's a leader. But to start to use words and say all sort of things, I think that's been very rude. That's been disrespectful. And you need to calm down, Daniel Sando. You are a very young guy. And you need to place yourself in order. I just thought to say that to you. And you need to be careful. Daniel, you need to be careful. That's what I have to say to you. Let's move on quickly, and then we'll take the final badge of courts right here, and then we'll wrap it on the show. William Masakwel says, "Good afternoon. I'm joining the platform from the US. Malu Efufana says, "Good afternoon, George. Malu, how are you?" Stanley Sharif said, "Let me say this to no, I won't go that right. The power of the minister, so-called Daniel Sando, if he continue to insult our political leader, George Weah, JMB must get ready." No. Let's not go that route, please. We should not. You politician, please don't get involved with insulting leaders, please. These people, they are your political leaders. What will it profit you? You support George Weah and you insult Joseph Boakai. Let's discuss the issues. When there are wrong, yes, talk about the wrongs, but don't insult. When they are wrong, talk about it. And of course, we'll give you the time to talk about it. If the government does the right thing, yes, we also talk about it. When the government met with the students, when they started that negotiation, I said it. I said thanks to the government for accepting the plan of the students. What the students outlined, the government they've accepted. I said thanks to the government for accepting that, because if we were not to do it, and yesterday the children they were going to come out and there were going to be serious noise. So I appreciated the government for that step. So we can have some issues when the government is inept. Sometimes we say when the government is in the wrong, we say the government did not do this, and the government was in the wrong for doing this. So that's how it's like. So I went through a report. But there are a few things I saw within that report that it touches me a lot. It touches me a lot. And the INCHR of Chairman, I think Dempster Brown. It's a human rights commission group, and they did a report. They highlighted too many things. Alarming human rights violation in the country. And I think that report is very bad. It's very bad for our country. That report is very, very bad for our country. It doesn't show good sound. It is not a good sound for Liberia. The government spoke about, or the report, the guys indicated state security brutality. The report talks about gender-based violence issue. The report talk about pre-trial detention. Look, fellow Liberians, we've said this thing continuously, and we'll continue to say this thing. We have a police that they don't know what they have to do as a police. We have a police director who he's still striving, and he's yet to know what his role, what's his responsibility. And it is not a good sound for our country. Human rights groups, when they come out with this kind of report, it is not a good sound for the Joseph Boakai government, and it is not a good thing for our country. I think Gregory Coleman, the Minister of Gender, will have to take you to this report, and they have to place themselves in an order. In an orderly manner. These guys need to place themselves in order. Oh, yes. Because this report, it's just that we don't have much time. I'm going to run through the report. But I know Monday, July, and I will take some time, run through the report. Fellow Liberians, they kind of report when they coming out at this time. Let's put aside politics and let's pray for our country. Let's hope and pray that Liberia be a better country for all of us. That's all we need to do. So we'll take a few calls and then we'll wrap it. We don't have time. We got about 5 minutes to be on the show. So we can take at least few calls and we'll wrap it. 0773419502, 0773419502, or better still 0773 978564, 0773 are the numbers that put your voices through on the show this afternoon. The cash giveaway is on. I need an entry quickly. You got to hit it very high. And let's try to do the draw right here quickly. Let's get this person. Welcome. What's your name?
Thank you. Good afternoon. How are you doing, my brother?
I'm okay. Welcome.
I'm Anthony and Johnny from Kawa.
Anthony, go ahead from Kawa.
Okay, let's go to the issue of Daniel Stano. You see, when people are unknown and they are looking for relevance, for people to know them, most especially they will use George Weah so that they can be looked at, their names can be called. But George Weah, even son that he born, Timothy, Daniel Stano not even reached to his toes. But you see the reason why Daniel Stano was able to muster the courage to do such is the vice president Jeremiah Kuhn comes to the public. He said, man, so common citizen, what do you expect Daniel Stano to say? And if the president Joseph Walker would listen to Daniel Stano denigrating the former leader, and up to now we are not hearing something that's suspension for Daniel Stano. To me that we are giving the giveaway to go and say so. But we are watching. Tomorrow he will become vice president and be former president, rather. Somebody will get the same media. If Daniel Stano will sit down to yours and say, hey, nobody will bother him, but you go on public media, that wherever, wild media, you see, that everybody is listening to you. Mm-hmm. And you come to denigrate the former president that you not even can compare the grandson. If I ain't even talking about son with you. Come on, man, nobody knew. Who knew you? Because Baka made you deputy minister. So when they are buying relevant, when they want people to know them, that we are, they can use it. That's how it looks upon the initial stage.
Thank you.
They don't understand them. They use that to gain relevant. To
Thank
people
you.
to know them.
Thank you. Hello, welcome. What's your name?
My name is Jeremiah Deko. I call from District number 17.
Go ahead, let's hear you.
Yeah, let me appreciate you for the tolerant discussion.
Go ahead.
My question here is, what is more denigrating? You know, when these things happen, I'm not supporting the way the deputy minister referred to the former president, right? But if you refer to a former vice president before as speaking for you, what is more denigrating? I don't know what people get.
Hello. Hello, welcome. What's your name? I'm okay. Welcome. What's your name?
This is 32 weeks calling from Grand Basso County.
From Basso, let's hear you.
Yeah. I'm going to Daniel Stano.
Okay, welcome. What's the name?
Yes, my name is 32 weeks. Okay. Daniel Stano, they are the people that support the late Brodsky. Because why the Brodsky have not go through the presidency, they brought him into the. So I would say that Daniel Stano, he don't know where he's speaking from.
Right.
According to the previous caller, he's not even mad with George Weah's tongue. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Thank you, star 799 star 20 hash. We'll close the show and then we'll be back. We'll close the show and come right back, and then we give the money out. We'll do the draw and give out some money right here. So we can pick under a call. We can pick a call. Then we cut it as it is and come right back and do the draw and give me the money. So continue to play. If you want to get 50,000 now, you have to play continuously. Star 799 star 20 hash, star 799 star 20 hash. Play with 200, get 50,000 or 20,000 Liberian dollars. This time now, not plenty of money time, so you gotta keep on the courage. Go and get something in your phone. Play as many times you can play in order to get some money on your phone. Let's go. That's it. We gotta go. Well, that's how I would like to leave you. The show Bits and Pieces. It has been a wonderful presentation right here. The name is George. I'm George Waye. I presented the show. Until Monday, have yourself a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Once more, I'm George Waye. Was born in 1847. 11 days of the